All right, from the struggles to success, the Eastlake Foundation was founded in 1995 and since then has worked to transform the community from the crime-ridden, neglected area to a thriving mixed-income neighborhood. Here to talk more about it is 11Alive. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, 30 years ago, Eastlake was called one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the city. What are the first key steps that really made a difference here?
So I think one of the big steps was, Miss Eva Davis. She was a longtime resident of what was then Eastlake Meadows, now Villages of Eastlake, coming together with real estate developer and philanthropist Tom Cousins to reimagine a community, a thriving community. There were great families here. There were people that wanted to do well, but they just did not have the resources. So these two unlikely allies, who later became great friends, reimagined what Eastlake could be in partnership with the Atlanta Housing Authority, and at the time, Renee Glover was running that organization.
Nice. How has the foundation balanced the revitalization with preventing displacement or ensuring longtime residents aren't being left behind?
So the Eastlake Foundation serves as the community collaborator, connector, and convener. Everything we do here is resident-centered, resident-focused. So we make sure that we have enough land that the foundation helps support. We establish pathways to prosperity for our families through home ownership. And so for us, our goal is to always keep our legacy families for generations and generations to come here in Eastlake if they choose to. And so for the foundation, we work very closely with our education partners, with our housing partners, with our economic vitality partners to make sure people can live. It's place-based work. They can stay in place if they choose, and we help provide the resources and support for that.
Yeah, the model for Eastlake has been replicated in other cities. What makes it work? Like, what are the challenges that you have to get through?
So it's been replicated through our partnership with purpose-built communities. So there are 25 plus neighborhoods across the country who are looking at this transformative model, and they're in different stages. And so how are we sustainable is a big question. It's the people, right? The menu, the recipe is not that complicated. If you lead with residents first, and that's how we started, you bring in the right partners that share the same values that we share. That's how it have the great leadership that I get the privilege of working with and a great board. That's how you not only are successful, but you are sustainable. And so lead with the people first, lead with your heart, lead with vision and goals, and you will thrive.
All right. Education has been a major focus here, I understand, from early childhood education all the way up to high school. How has that long-term investment changed the outcome for families?
So this is a marathon, not a sprint. So, 30 years ago, our neighborhood had a 30% graduation rate. Our school, through our early education all the way through high school, we have an average of 98% of our students graduate from Jew Charter School. And so how does that happen? Holistic wraparound support as for families, for students, for grandparents and caregivers. And so we are ingrained in everything that happens in a child's life here, and we provide the resources support for them. So it's a marathon, not a sprint, and it's generation after generation that are benefiting from the work that we do as a collective community.
11Alive, you're making our community better. You're making our community better. Really appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you so much, Chesney.
All right, take care now.